So as it pertains,
Can I ask you a question?
yes, sir.
Like you said, as a veteran, how do you feel about whether it was Colin Kaepernick or other players who decided to take a knee on during the national anthem? Since we have you here, get your perspective on it.
Man, I went through this. I was at the Houston game, the last game when my man caught the pass at the end of the game. I was on the visitor side. Huh?
That was Brandon Cooks. I know the game you're talking
Yes,
about.
it was. I was on the visitor side because my man that got me the tickets, he was on the home side. The sun was beaming him. So we was out there tailgating the whole way, and they got one statey that's out there. He's like real cool. I met them in New Orleans, right? But he's like, no, since you're a veteran, please tell them how you feel about. And I just said, very candid, because I was talking to the news network, and I said, hey, look, I have no position as it comes to that. I spent 20 years in the United States Army, and I utilized the Army as a platform to do what I needed to do as a man, to learn myself about life, to leave the streets of Boston, period. But as it relates to another man who tries to bring awareness to something, to make a difference, to sacrifice his job, his livelihood, to say, hey, look, I understand this is what's going on, systemic racism. Man, I can't destroy his plight. It's not something that I would do, was my exact words, because I've stood there and did this as my job, and that's how I provided for my family. I've done some harrowing things that I never wish I would ever be able to do again in life. I promise. I could tell you some stories, but what I could also say is this: anyone that doesn't want to do it, you don't have to. But I think anyone that does do it, I think it should be respected. What does it matter? What does it matter? Because I'll tell you this. I heard the president when he said, get the SOB off the field. That's cool. That was his position. That's cool. But I'm not sure, as a leader of the free world, that's a position that I feel as though you should take as it relates to any job. Now, let's go to my man down in, let's say, New Orleans. Oh, Mr. Drew Brees. Oh, with all the records, everything else like that. I feel like he should be kicked out of the NFL as well, like Colin Kaepernick was for his egregious comments. But, that's just my position, and a lot of people don't feel that way. But I didn't hear someone say, get that SOB off the field for getting into politics. But those are just two different dynamics that people don't understand. People gravitate to what they want to. That's just what people, I don't know if you understand. You guys are Rutgers guys, man. That's serious college. I went to UIU. My degree, man, listen, the ink on my orders aren't even dry on my degree. Sum cum laude, I might say. But what I can say is this, man, for all the schooling, for all the wherewithal, all the perspective, all the knowledge, and I'll take my hat off because I'm bald like y'all. I just wanted to be different. But no. For all that you do to stand strong through adversity, through COVID, through different dynamics in life and different things in times that you never thought that you would ever even stumble across. Man, you can't do anything about it. You just gotta, like John Lennon said, let it be, let it be. Because what can you really do about it except get here in your mind? That's it. Just like you can't work, you can't go to practice. I listen to y'all. Y'all are doing the solid things, brothers. Take care of your families. You're showing them what right looks like. Because as it appears to me, you guys were raised right. You guys were raised good by good, wholesome family that are proud of you, that are very proud people.
Yes, sir. Man, we definitely appreciate that, man. That was some good insight. Especially, we don't always get that perspective, especially on here. Somebody that served both sides of it, like you said, grew up in the hood. You can understand what's being talked about, and then going on the other side, protecting our country and our freedom and doing so many things, sacrificing that you guys don't get credit for. So happy Father's Day to you, and also thank you for your 20 years of service. Appreciate you.